This site I encoded entirely using vibe coding, and it only took about 20 minutes. So what's cool about this is this shows you how you can make a very professional, polished site, either for yourself or clients with very little time. Now, I didn't care too much about the look of this site. It was more of a test thing that I just wanted to create. And so I think that's why I went with the yellow, because of the word lemon and the Lemon Tree Collective. So I coded this in Bolt, and it did a pretty good job right off the bat. One of the reasons that I use Bolt instead of Lovable is with Lovable, you can't directly edit the source code on the free version. And with Bolt, you can edit the source code. That was important for me because when I'm doing a site, I don't want to text all that stuff in. I'm going to actually go in and edit some of the text. Like I could just search for where it says showcasing our flagship products and change that to something else. I can go in the code here and search flagship, for example, and then I can see what file it's in, and I can load that and edit that, right? So I can just find that place in here and change this to showcasing our great products, for example. I could just change that. So you'll notice here, this also says ask Bolt. So you can ask Bolt about some of these different things here, which is pretty cool. But again, what I want to do was just get something up quickly. So it came up with this nice modern design. You see how it lights up when you hover over the button and that sort of thing. So what I like about this is I just wanted to create something and then have Bolt give them the instruction on what my actual products were. So this would link to my actual products that I've created. So Linkalytics here is one of the products, and Prompt Quick is another one that's pretty cool. And then YouTube educational channel. So it's set up all this stuff for me. There was a little bit of trouble adding the images. I did have to do that a couple times. And basically what I did was I just found this images and said, can you replace the stock image of the founder with this image? And I named the images our names. So it was pretty clear to Bolt which one was which. I didn't really have to specify that. With this timeline, this was quite a bit different. So I had to give it the specific timelines of my career journey and make it accurate to what it is that we do in this business. So it's just a very short one-page website. This is a kind of modern design that works really well. And there's some get in touch here, and you can send a message. Now, the truth is, and then I did some prompting here to just change some of these elements here. And of course, if I want to continue this, I could ask Bolt to create a privacy policy page and link it there, for example. And that's something that you'd want to do. But overall, this looks really nice. It looks nicer than a lot of websites that are out there on the internet. And it was coded just in about 20 minutes. And when I say coded, I should really say just chatted, because I really didn't use any code apart from, as I showed, just going in and editing some of the text, just because it was easier than explaining that to Bolt. But yeah, and so I added it, in fact, to a custom domain, which is free as well. So I added this to a custom domain, and yeah, this whole project is very easy to create. So it creates a nice little one-page website. Of course, you can create multiple pages as well. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to start creating with Bolt and just let your creativity get started. I personally would say jump into vibe coding, play around with it a bit if you want some resources to vibe code better. Some tips that I wish I learned when I got started. I got some links in the description that should really help you out. And if you have created a project on Bolt or some other platform, link it in the comments. I will definitely take a look at it and give you some comments and some feedback on what it is that you've created, whether you put it on a custom domain or whether you haven't, you don't need to. So that's about it for this video, and check it out. And if you want to create a website, it's easier than ever with completely free platform. And I will tell you personally that this kind of stuff where you hover over and it grows a bit and changes a different color, all that stuff takes hours and hours of time, and most people get it wrong. Just get the information that you want to cover on your website, whatever it is that you want to be about, plan that out, and then have vibe coding created. If you don't like it, change up the prompt and try it again with a brand new project. That's how you learn, is by trying things out and doing things. Anyhow, good luck with your next project, and make sure that you have subscribed. There's a lot of people that have been on this channel, and maybe you don't know, if you don't subscribe, you might not get notified about my new videos. So definitely check that out, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.